I have today signed an executive order proposing authorization of a permanent Peace Corps. This Corps will be a pool of trained men and women sent overseas by the United States government to help foreign countries meet their urgent needs for skilled manpower.
We are volunteers of America, volunteers of America, volunteers of America, volunteers of America.
There is a Peace Corps volunteer in my village. He taught me science and maths. He helped me to learn so I can attend secondary school.
I think I've taught people while I've been here, definitely.
There is a Peace Corps volunteer in my village. She taught me about clean water. She's kept me and my family healthy.
I'd like to believe my community's learned something from me.
There's a Peace Corps volunteer in my village. She taught me how to read better.
Before Sarah was here, there were like 3 passes out of 18 children writing. Sarah spent 1 year. There were 14 passes in SSE, that was commemoration.
I've been working with phonics instruction.
She has dedicated herself, talents and time in the delivery of the curriculum in areas such as phonics, reading and composition.
I do a lot of teacher training and literacy. It's kind of cool. I started out with just like 3 schools and then expanded to 6 schools.
We decided to do a literacy program because they had a bunch of youths that were coming in there for a feeding program for a meal. But what I noticed was that a lot of them were out on the street playing.
She taught me how to color.
Sometimes I feel like I'm getting them to kind of open their minds to more creativity and trying to use what you have in a different way or looking at things from a new perspective.
There is a Peace Corps volunteer in my village. She taught me about storybooks and storytelling. I've learned to read books.
I'm hoping to just start a project where we'll be making our own books out of local stories.
For 3 weeks, we visit 3 different schools, 1 each week, to do storytelling, poetry, critical thinking.
There is a Peace Corps volunteer in my village. She taught me about eating healthy.
Women will come up to me and say, oh, I stopped using as many cubes in my cooking, so she's been eating less sodium, and she said her father-in-law's blood pressure went down.
A man came in about 5 weeks after first coming to see me, and he said, I've been taking your suggestions. I said, great. He said, and I feel a lot better.
Every morning I would get a Kaiser News when they delivered it to work, and every day I would read through them, and there was never anything about health in there. So I decided to write a weekly article.
He checked his blood pressure, and after 5 weeks of these behavioral changes, his pressure had actually dropped 30 points in each one, which was a huge victory.
There is a Peace Corps volunteer in my village. She came into our community as a stranger, but quickly became part of our lives. She's a friend to all, but more she's family.
Relationships here, I think, is the hugest part that I've built with people I work with, and even the small children.
It's so much fun to develop those relationships.
They were part of our community.
It's a kind of great experience because it also gives you experience to learn to live among others from different backgrounds.
Here we are, I'm this 30-year-old guy from America. She's a 47-year-old mother, Amerindian mother of 5 children. How many things can we have in common? But as we were gaffing, it's incredible the similarities that we found we did have. The things that we think are important, the things we care about. And from there, we were each other's confidants.
You don't see them anymore as a communal.
Mogo Rogan, it's a Makushi Grandpa Rogan.
It's an amazing thing that when people are living with you, among you, interacting with you, playing with you, you don't see them that way anymore. You see them as people.
There is a Peace Corps volunteer in my village.
Thank you, Peace Corps, for placing her there.
She has changed our community for the better.
We are forever grateful.
Thank you, Peace Corps. Thank you,
Peace Corps.
Thank you, Peace Corps.
The Peace Corps is one of the most encouraging manifestations of the American spirit. It gives us a chance to show a side of our country which is too often submerged. Our desire to live in peace, our desire to be of help. I hope in the coming months and years that many of you will follow the example of those who've gone before. They, I think, are serving this country well. And in a very real sense, they are serving a larger cause, the cause of freedom and the cause of a peaceful world. There can be no greater service to our country and no source of pride more real than to be a member of the Peace Corps of the United States.